Okay, back again after our locales went through in the previous tutorial. Oh, oh, that's what happens when you don't look at the screen. Okay, everything went through. Our locales went through. You can see it. That's them. Took a, it took a while. Matter of fact, I was wrong. It didn't take as long as before before we ran that make K check, but it took a while. Everything takes a while. And then from scratch. So let's see. We're at page 103, and we're going to cat into our Etsy ns-switch.config file. Is that right? That's right. Okay. Our end of file, and we're going to say, just as they got it here, as you know, the pound sign, yeah, pound sign omits, or it's used as a comment, so you can comment out outlines while you're doing that with the pound sign in front of them, you know, ns-switch.config. You know, for example, you know, this will not print because of the pound sign in front of it. Okay. Now we're not going to use a pound sign here. Actually, let me space that out. We won't use a pound sign here because obviously we want this to be read by the computer. So, alright, so we say password files. Okay. Group. If you mess up, just you know, don't type in EOF, Control C will get you out of this, okay? But you need to type these out word for word, line for line, space for space if you can. If not, well, I don't know what happens when you don't follow spacing as far as how many lines you got. I don't know what happens because I haven't had enough guts to try that. But I don't think anything will happen. Okay, but check often. You know, it's easy to spell stuff wrong when you're doing this. Okay? And that's what it is. Pro 2 calls. Say files. I think that's it, right? Yeah. Protocols, files. Okay. Services, space files. Ethers, files. RPC, files. Okay? I'm not going to type out the whole thing. I'm just going to say end. Okay? It doesn't matter because it's commented out anyway. It just shows whoever's looking at it what it is. EOF will write it. That's that. We need to say time zone select now and pick one of the locales that we just shot in. TZ select. Okay, and it's automated a little bit. 2 for America. If you're somewhere else, you know, do that. But I'm typing in America. 45 and 1. And before you say okay, make sure your locale is right. This is my locale. Okay, it'll be America, New York. That's the time zone I'll run under. Okay, 1 for yes. Okay, good to go. If you're somewhere else though, you need to you know, correct that, because I learned with Gen 2, as I said before, I learned with Gen 2, your time zones mean a lot more than I thought they ever did. Jesus. Destination. Remove destination. Nation. user share zone info. We'll type in A for America and tab complete and say NE tab complete New York. Okay? To Etsy local time. Okay? There we go. Your local time set, so you won't get any errors with that. And on page 104, we need to cat into our Etsy ld.so.config file. We need to say, we'll just type in begin here. The book has the whole pathway. I don't want to use the pathway because it's commented out, doesn't matter. Local, we'll say lib, okay, enter, op, lib, enter, we'll type in end, and we'll type in EOF, okay, that's that. Alright, congratulations, you're done glibc. Okay, now we had to readjust the toolchain on page 107 and see if our linker is working properly. Hopefully it's working properly, because if not, that means we gotta start over. But maybe it's working properly. Who knows? Find out when we get there. Okay, remove glibc 236, and we're gonna remove glibc glibc build. Okay, give this a quick second. You can hear your hard drive cooking and bubbling and doing all that stuff and purging itself of all kind of locales and stuff. I don't even know what the Peloponnesian War. I don't even know if they're still around. Maybe I should Google that sometime. See if those guys are still hanging out or what's going on. Okay. If you don't get that, well, look at the other tutorial where I referenced the Peloponnesians. Alright, so we're going to move around our tool chain. I'm going to say tools, bin, that looks okay. We say LD-old, right? I think so. Tools, yep, okay. Very important. Don't execute anything until you're 100% sure that that's what you mean. Because if you mess up, you'll know it. You'll know it when you think you did good. You'll turn around and you'll say, oh man. Okay, dump machine. GCC. Tools, GCC, dump machine. We'll say bin. I got no type complete. Bin LD, old. Okay, take a minute and check this out. Yeah. No. Yeah. Wait. Movie tools. GCC dump machine. Bin. Yep. Sorry. I'm tired. Been here for a while. Tools. We'll say bin. We'll say LD. Oop. LD new. LD. Check it again. Make sure it's fine. It's fine. Okay. We'll say link. Tools. Bin. LD. /tools. $sign GCC dump machine /bin. Oh, gotta watch those double forward slashes. I don't know what the difference is, but I know it's not in the book. And you gotta follow the book. If I tell you something wrong, follow the book. Dump specs. That's good. Pearl. P E. Okay. There's single quotes. So let's say s at tools lib ld dash linux dot so dot 2 at lib ld dash linux dot so dot 2 at g with semicolon. Okay, that's that. I'm gonna check it out real quick. See pro PE is at tools LD Linux SO2 Linux.so2 okay, looks good. And we'll say yes at backscat start underscore prefix underscore spec stop n at $sign underscore forward slash user lib lib ya at g into new line. Okay, like I said before, some of the stuff you type out just looks like complete gibberish. Like your keyboard's malfunctioning, but guess what? It does something. So double check. Make sure you typed it out right, because you don't want to mess up. That's that. Start. See? Screwed up. How's that sound? Okay. Now start file underscore prefix underscore spec stop escape n at $sign underscore user lib. Okay. I think so. Those two are the where the tilde is at. Nobody seems to know what to call them. I don't know what to call them either. Not this far into the build, I have no idea what they're called. So roll with them. They're right next to the one, and you need them. libgcc file name. Okay, and we'll say specs. Enter. Got no output. I don't know. I don't remember if we're supposed to get output, but I don't think we were. So echo main in the dummy dot c compile dummy dot c w lowercase l. I really had a problem with that. I swore it was a 1, because I knew with all these other commands and symbols and everything else that I was typing in, there had to be a 1 somewhere, right? Okay, dummy.log, cc into that, that's good, that's compiled. Now we're going to read elf L again. Thought it was a 1, but it wasn't a 1. Sure there was a 1 somewhere. Okay, thank God. You don't know how many times at this stage and point when I do this read elf, I would get no output, and you know, that's indicating your linker's not in the right spot. How many times? Oh my gosh, at least a few times. And I mean, I've done 3 back-to-back. I've been preparing for this tutorial for the last probably, I don't know, a week. And I want this to go smooth. And I'm certain that, you know, I want this to go smooth. And I'm so scared of failing because I don't want to redo these toots. Because I want to move on to something else, you know what I mean? I've been doing this for a while, and I don't just, I want to use my Linux from scratch instead of wiping it out all the time. To put on a new Linux from scratch. Okay, check this out. Yeah, I'm a long-winded dude, but I'm going to erase that, okay? And I'm going to show you that this here is a 1. IN, okay? That's where the infamous 1 goes. Okay. Dummy dot log. I think so. I think so. Let's go back and we'll check it out. Grepo user lib control IN 1 IN. Give homage to the 1. Thank God. Okay. That's what you get. That's your output. That's cool. Okay. We're also going to say grep libc dot so6 space dummy log dummy dot log. Okay, I think so. Attempt, yep, good to go. Man, it's like I'm doing it for the first time. Things are working out for me. And now you say, oh my god, now you're gonna fail. Well, guess what? If I fail, I just had to keep going. No, I just had to make another video, that's all. Okay, grep found dummy log. And that works out fine. SO2. Great. If I had a high system usage, I would have failed that for sure. I would have failed everything, yeah, if I had a high usage. So I was really concerned about the usage. And we're almost out of the dark with our test suites and checks. Well, kinda. But everything is really, really looking good. If you're here, if you're not here, I'm sorry for you. Keep it up at it. Keep up at it. You'll be here. And you can use these toots. Okay, right now we're going to extract bin utils. Right? I think so. Yeah, ready to go. Okay. So we're going to extract bin utils again. This is 1.5 SBU. So for me that's 15 minutes. I hope you got your SBUs down. SBUs give you freedom. Let you know when you can run to the potty, make a cup of coffee, or or go to bed. One or the other. Not one or the other, but gives you some freedom over actually what's going on. We're going to CD in the bin utils now. Okay. And this tells us to say expect C spawn ls. Got you. Good. If you got no output or you got, you know, no more PTYs, you got a problem. So we're saying make directory for both backup bin utils build and CD backup into that. Okay. Like I said, there's a lot of extraction and a lot of you know, removing these parts and this and that. When I first found that out, I had no idea what the heck was going on. I thought I had something wrong with me. Prefix equals user, that's different. And the other ones, it was prefix equals tools. Well, we're done with that. Shared, enable shared, enable shared. Okay, that's going to configure. This dude's thing, it's got its make file getting ready to go. Okay, and we're going to say make tool dir right? Yep. Okay. That's gonna go through that. I think the majority of the 1.5 SPUs is the check that we're going to perform in the next page, which is 110. But I'm not sure. But you'll see when checks are required and when they're not required. Um, the next check coming up says in a big pink box with an exclamation point, the test suite for bin utils in this section is considered critical. Do not skip it under any circumstances. Okay? Believe that. Believe that. Okay? You come too far to fail for not following directions. And that's why I had a little problem following directions. 'Cause I don't like reading. I love YouTube. Thank God for YouTube and long videos and all that good stuff. The videos are really growing. Before they were, under 10 minutes. They were 5-minute clips here and there, but now they're like hour vids, hour and a half. You know, um, watch some Stanford vids, Leonard Susskind and cosmology and all that. It's like 2-hour vids. It's great. I mean, they go on forever. You know, it's not good for your ISP though. I mean, I look at my usage monitor and I'm like, holy cow. I'm knocking like 100 gigs easy per month coming down the wire. So, it's not good for your ISP. I wonder how they're going to adjust that. I hope they don't adjust that, because I really like watching YouTube. But, we'll let bin utils do its thing. Hopefully it'll be done soon, so I can stop talking. And do all that good stuff. When you get done this, you have an option to register, or I don't know what you want to call it. When you get done this, you have the option to like register with LFS or I don't know what it is, but do it. You'll feel good about yourself. I did it, and I felt good about myself. There's only like 22,000 people who've actually signed it. Alright, so there's probably a lot more than that. A lot of them probably didn't even want to put it down there, but there's like 22,000 known users. Okay, and you earn that. You sign that deal. You put the time in and blood and mud and all that good stuff. So if I was you, I would sign up. Be like, I earned this, like a badge. And bin utils is not. It's working, yeah, it is working. That's not a problem. But it's taking a little longer than I expected. Problem is for me though, if I stop the video, it'll take me longer to encode the video than actually keep going. So, am I selfish? Yeah, maybe. I just want to go. I'm so scared that I stop anytime soon. See this stuff here? It looks like it's coming to the end. If I stop anytime soon, I'm just going to spend 10 minutes encoding the video. No, actually longer than that. It's like 20 minutes to encode the video, depending on what you got. But it's just going to take a while. It's only 15 minutes. You want to hear me talk for 7 minutes? Fine. That's cool. But you can read here. You can see all kind of output going on. It's doing its thing. A lot of C work going on. A lot of stuff going on. Make files and all that stuff. A lot of O files. O files are, I guess, object files. I think. That's close to machine code. .c files. Which are raw files. I think. A.l. No, they're raw files. They're the ones that gotta be compiled and turned into something. I think I'm probably wrong, but I think. And I think the object files are the raw files. and they get compiled and turned into something else. And that's all we're doing here. Just compile a whole bunch of stuff. And you'll notice too, like you'll see switches like the G switch. I don't know, with Gen 2 you got make ops and everything else like that. If you're familiar with Gen 2 make ops, you can select if you got the 2 cores, make ops, I don't know, what is it, 1 plus your cores, so you'd have make ops equals 3. If you had make ops 1, be make ops equals 2, for a single core processor. Maybe I'll do a Gen 2 install again, I don't know. I found that Gen 2 was nice. Even I would recommend doing Gen 2 before I even tried LFS, because you get a basic feel for what's going on with just command line, and none of that click install stuff. And it's great. It's great. You get it working and everything. It's fine. On older machines, it's kind of hard though, because there's Gen 2 exposes you to kernel configuration. Actually, I think Gen 2 gives you more kernel configuration than LFS does. LFS you can configure a kernel, but with the live CD I'm using, you got a 2.6 1627 kernel, and you can just copy the kernel. With Gen 2, I mean, you're pulling from a Gen 2 org, and you pull a kernel out of there, and usually it's like the latest kernel, so it's already got all kind of crazy new stuff in it. I mean, I don't know what the Linux kernel's up to now. I think it might be like 3.5, something like that. Ubuntu's like a 2.6 kernel, but the Linux kernel itself is a 3.5 kernel. Plus, maybe not, I don't know. But it's got a whole bunch of stuff in it. Vibration drivers, and I don't know if you got a vibration driver on your, what do you call it, on your desktop, but, I guess. Okay. Thank God I can shut up. We're gonna issue a make check, not make K check, make check. Okay, I guess this will stop errors. I'm not sure. That's what we'll do, and we'll stop the vid so you don't have to hear me talk anymore. And we'll continue. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I'll stop this. So, it's gonna do a few. You know what? I should stop it, but it's gonna take me longer to encode it. So, at the expense of your ear and the benefit of my eyes, right? It's kind of like a toss-up. What do you do? It might go over 1.5, so I'll just stop it and let it encode by itself. Okay? I will pick you up on the next one. I'm a little tired. 33, that's fine. That's cool. We're only 1/3 of the way. And I'll say kill 15,367.